Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, fast.
I think it'll be fast. It's good.
Fast and furious.
All right. I am so excited. We have been doing messy legacies, and then the end of 2023, we said, let's spotlight some of our partners, and not sure who we would start with. All of a sudden, poof, we get a new partner, and she asks about a spotlight. I mean, she's willing to do a spotlight because not everybody wants to take the spotlight with us, but we have her in the hot seat, and I'm so excited.
I am so excited.
It's gonna be
love
good.
this new partner so much.
Who is she?
It's Cindy Yerington.
Hi,
girls.
We are so excited to have
As
you
you
on
can
our
tell.
first Messy Legacies Agent Spotlight.
So fun. And we're just honored that you have decided to make a move with your business, your real estate business. You found a new home, and we're grateful that it's alongside us over here at EXP.
I'm grateful too.
But
So
first,
fun.
tell us, who is Cindy?
Who is Cindy? Well, Cindy's a mom to 5 kids, grandmother to 8. I was a nurse to begin with. Let's go back even further. I did childcare, and then all of a sudden I thought, I need to do something to be able to really generate an income. And I, mid-30s, early 30s, I became a nurse, went back to school, and did that until 2018. And then I thought, what can I do that I can still help people?
Real estate.
Real estate.
It makes sense.
It does make sense if you think about it.
I get why you're so good at real estate with that background in childcare, which is managing chaos, and then nursing, which is just helping people through such a difficult transition of healing, and working with a huge team of different people in the health industry to care for that patient. It just totally makes sense that you're such an all-star real estate agent.
Well, a lot of my skills from nursing is carried over to real estate because, you have to educate, which we do all the time. You have to nurture, and, you just need to have good listening skills and be able to communicate. And so, I love people. I loved being a nurse. I absolutely love being a nurse. And it's just been so easy for my transition over to being a real estate agent. It's really been beneficial.
We need to do a shout out to all the nurses out there because my goodness, what a career that is.
Yeah. I can't believe that, I got my license in fall of 18, really started hitting the ground in January of 19.
Yeah.
And then who would have known COVID was going to be the next.
I bet you're grateful
I
that
was
you
grateful.
shifted when you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I was a pre-op, post-op, post-anesthesia care nurse. So.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Crazy.
I like that you bring that up because I got my license right before COVID hit. And I remember thinking, why? What do I do now? I'm just getting started. It was such a weird time.
Yeah, but Haley and Lacey, did you find that a lot of people bought a house in 20 because they were supposed to get married in 20? And guess
Right.
what? They couldn't get.
Put the money towards a house instead of
bought
a
a house.
wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, to
yeah.
get into real estate during COVID was a great time to get into real
Honestly, it
estate.
was. I'm actually grateful for it
Them
now.
too.
But
Yeah.
it was busy and crazy. But you definitely probably had times where COVID was just starting, where it was like, what's going to happen? A lot of unknowns.
What's happening?
What is happening?
That's our go-to line.
What is happening?
What is
Yes, that is.
It's become my go-to now.
With the three of us. What is happening? There's been so many things that have happened since we partnered or we're even talking where it just felt like this is surreal that these stars are aligning this way.
Yeah.
And we've said multiple times, what is happening? This is so bizarre. It's so cool.
It's so cool. I love that 2 years ago I said, I want to work with Cindy Yerington so bad.
When
I
you
love
met
her. We did a transaction and I was like, I get it if she's, she's happy at Edina, but I just want her for myself. This is so cool.
She's literally this bundle of joy and love and energy.
Kindness, yes.
So you get your license in 18, 19. You have 5 kiddos, 4 boys and a daughter. What about the grandbabies? Because I think I saw a video the other day of some hilarious dancing children to In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle when they were at
The lion
grandma and
sleeps
grandpa's.
tonight.
What's your grandma and grandpa name?
Grammy and Papa.
Grammy and Papa. We gotta call them Grammy and Papa now.
No, I just call her mom.
Yes.
She's my work mom.
She doesn't feel like she could be because she
No.
is so youthful,
Yes,
but she does have the wisdom.
but I
to be
do
a mama.
appreciate calling her. Mom,
Help, mama.
help. Well, she was a nurse too. I was like, this
like-
is exactly who I'm going to call when I'm sick.
Yeah,
Who are you
she's
going to call? Cindy.
Cindy Yerington.
Oh, real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so back to you got your license, figured things out, and you're doing deals. You are helping a lot of people with your business.
You know,
So
once
cool.
again, I love people. You know, I mean, I get my energy off of people. I'm one of these that wants to be in the office. I thrive on the energy.
We
I
love that.
thrive on the busyness. I thrive on just the collaboration and bouncing things off of each other. Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like work, I imagine. Like you, even though you've done a ton of deals, closing lots of sales, selling lots of homes, it probably doesn't really feel like work because you love people and you're just helping people. I see that in you.
You make an imprint on somebody's
Right.
life. You know,
Right.
I've heard you guys discuss a lot, and I feel the same way. This is their biggest purchase that they're ever probably going to make. I mean, you think about, to me, a $75,000 deal is just as important as a $1.5 million
Yes.
deal.
That is
And you
absolutely
treat them
correct.
the same, and you make them feel just as important. I mean, lasting relationships, and I really thrive a lot on that. I try to keep good contact with all my past clients and just putting that stamp of me on their heart and vice versa.
Stays with them forever.
You do it with the agents too,
Yes, she does.
because you've left such a big impression on so many of us.
You know, I don't get it when some agents are nasty. You
I
know, if we're
know.
doing a deal, I don't get it.
Yeah.
We have the same outcome.
Right.
And that's been my thing, is to play nice in the
Like,
sandbox.
let's work together. We all have the
Yeah.
same goal.
Yeah.
It's to close the deal.
Yeah. So let's communicate. Let's be
Right.
nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk it through.
Yeah.
Because nothing good happens when you have an agent get nasty with you and hang up, and you're like, wait, what?
I know.
What just
Yeah.
happened?
We've talked about this a lot though, like what is happening? I think just like people are hurting out there and thinking of our industry, like it's demanding and it can be
It can drain you.
People get mad at us a lot if things don't go how they want. And so when agents are that way, and we've talked about this too, like hurt people. And the more that we can just, stay that steady light, and I know you always are, but you're right. It's confusing at times because it's like the objective is you want to help the deal get to the closing table, and you're mad if it doesn't, but then why are you doing things that don't help us get to the closing table?
Well, it's grace. You talk a lot about grace.
Yes.
And I think that was a big reason for my move is I wanted to work with a team. I mean, even though we're all our own entity,
right.
we're still a team. We come together. We celebrate each other's successes. We are encouraging each other. We're brainstorming with each other. We trust each other with our deals. It's like no secrets because we're all in
all
this
sharing.
because we're working for our buyers and our sellers as a team. So there's more eyes on those properties.
100%. Would you say that is the biggest reason why you looked for a move in 2024?
Yeah, one of the reasons, yeah. I just kind of needed, a jump start again.
Fresh new beginning.
Fresh new beginning. And, I really looked into the EXP model, did a lot of research, watched a lot of videos. And it's amazing. It really is truly amazing that since I made the move, how many people have said, oh my gosh, I've researched that model. And if I become a realtor, that's the one I'm going to is EXP. And I just feel like I've been really blessed and lucky because I was told, oh, well, your clients are going to see that you're not loyal to them because you're jumping ship. And opposite, total opposite has happened. I've even had other agents from my previous, agencies, and they're all reaching out and saying congratulations. And it's,
you kind of realize that people care about you. And unfortunately, and I think this is what leads to a lot of agents being hurt and angry and responding that way in the transaction, is their value is linked to a brand that a company has, and all their success is pointed to all these tools that are provided by something outside of themselves. And I think when you start to step forward into the unknown, which we've all done in our move to EXP, because it's a newer company, it's still very new. There's a lot of growth. It started in 2009, so it's still very new. There's still so much growth ahead. So we are taking a risk when we're stepping out, but you start to break these chains and you start to open up the floodgates of like a new opportunity. And you almost, when you're like, I think of climbing a mountain, when you're climbing a mountain and it's hard and you could give up before you get to that next like plateau and see the view. But if you push just beyond that hard, which sometimes is a move, it's like you see something you've never seen. And what you saw before as a good thing is multiplied in the next view that you see. But it requires pushing beyond that limit and stepping out of the protection, I think, that we're often hiding under in a big company that says your success is me.
Yeah.
And you start to realize, no, it's you.
Well, you're right, because my son, he shot me a little clip that he had taken off of Instagram or something about what agents are doing, and it kind of put agents in a box. They're doing the same thing.
Right.
If you want free advertising, you go to Facebook. So what do you get bombarded with on Facebook? You get bombarded with for sales, solds, open houses.
Yeah.
But nobody is learning the value of who I am as a realtor, who you guys are, what we represent and what we can bring. Yeah. And, it was a lot of good ideas. I mean, he gave me a lot of great ideas. And he says, Mom, I didn't send that to you to insult you. I sent it to you to help you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have a flood of ideas. And it's so amazing to come to Legacy because you have the same vision and ideas that I do.
And we love ideas.
I know.
I was going to say
and
that
you're not scared to jump out of the box.
No.
Right.
That's
You're
what we have to
stepping
do.
out of, you've decided to step out of the corporation, like the big corporation, and slide into collaboration.
And freedom, really.
Yeah.
Like
and
freedom to be
partnered-
you.
Right. And being partnered with people that want to do the same things that you have. You have these big ideas. And you can come to someone and say, can we do this? And will you support me in this or be a part of it? And not feel like you're being shot down because it doesn't fit in the tiny little box that's put in front of you when you become a realtor. It's like you're doing bigger things. You're exploring so many different avenues of showing the human element, which we all do here. We all want to show that we're humans too. Like we're not just realtors, we're humans too.
That's so good.
And it is because, we had a really bad transaction back in 2004 or 5. We bought some properties down at the Lake of the Ozarks. And we bought one, as an investment. And then we thought, oh, they're building more condos. Maybe we should buy a couple more. Well, we saw the market churn. And so we went to our realtor and said, because these were being constructed, and we said, I think we want to just lose our earnest money and get out of this. And she goes, well, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. This is a good investment. Let's fast forward 2 years. We lost a lot of money on it. And I swore I would never put myself before my clients after that.
I love that, Cindy.
And you can ask any of my clients. I always say, you have to love where you live. And I've had somebody say, it's just a house. How can I love a house? And I'm like, no, seriously. This is, once again, your biggest investment you're going to make. And you have to feel comfortable. It's not my money. It's your money. And I will never tell you, don't do an inspection. I will never tell you, I will tell you when I walk into the home, that my eyes are going to show you everything that I see to warn you, because I never want to say, oh, I just turned and burned.
Right.
I am
Nobody
not
likes
that person.
A realtor with commission breath. Nobody. Nobody. I'm sorry.
And
but
there's unfortunately a handful out there still
it's
that
a real
are
life
doing
thing.
business.
I swear I can smell it from across the room when I'm around somebody that has commission breath. And I think to myself, I don't want my daughter to grow up and work with a realtor that literally puts her in some crap house with her husband.
No, we are
Oh my gosh.
advisors. We are there to
Yes.
give you options and to coach you, you know, and be
Yeah.
that mama, that figure that's like, okay, let me give you another perspective. But ultimately, it's their decision. It's their life.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, I just
and
love
that's
this.
why, you just have it, you have to continue to touch those lives.
Right.
Just because you're done, so,
Right.
the closing's over, you don't walk away from them because even a week after, even a month after, you have to keep touching those.
Yes.
And, that's my biggest thing that I do for my clients is my appreciation in the summer. And it's out at our house and we get a band and it's, it's
Oh
fun.
my gosh.
It's just fun.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a few sneak peeks of that on social media and had a little FOMO. So hopefully I'll get invited this year.
Absolutely.
But Cindy, there are so many things we love about you. And we know the people that are going to see this video are going to love them too. And if they haven't met you yet, we just encourage them to reach out and connect with Cindy. Any questions, she's always happy to be a resource. But beyond all of this, there's a few other things I love about her. I know there's some things you do.
Yeah.
So we're going to end with some of the things we love so far about Cindy.
We really have to put her in the spotlight, in the hot seat.
She is
so we
in.
have to
So
tell
are you
her.
ready
Yeah.
for this? So I love how she is involved with the community. And she came to me and said what was drawing her to me was my heart for the community as well. But I see her not just saying she cares about the community, but actually showing up and helping out. And she's involved with the Rotary, which meets every week and does so many great things for Faribault. She's on the board helping develop downtown Main Street, also involved with Ruth's House and their big gala coming up. So just her desire and ability to get in there and do the work. That's actually how we connected, is you came in here and said, hey, do you guys want to be a part of the gala for
Yeah.
Ruth's House?
Yeah.
And we reconnected and I said, let's talk. And
Yeah.
what do you think about EXP? So it's just so cool how doors open when you have a servant heart. So I love her servant heart and I love her communication style because she is one, like I said, reach out if you want to get to know her. She's so easy to talk to and she is so willing to chat, and we might be in trouble because I'm a chatterbox.
I know.
So we might have to have signs that say
My
no
turn.
talking.
My turn.
Or my turn. Or no talking must work.
I'm a really good listener.
So it's
so
the perfect.
Well,
I'll just
group.
take it all in. Over here.
isn't that the truth? Because, sometimes you have clients that really get frustrated. I mean, they do. And what's your best
Or
thing you can do?
husbands,
Or
or
husbands.
partners that
Or kids.
need to use
Vent.
you as a sounding board for hours and literally
Wait, me or Ben?
Both of you, quite honestly.
You guys are too young to remember this, but back in the day, there was the Nextel phones that they were like walkie-talkies.
Oh, I've never heard
Oh,
of
yeah.
this.
Oh, yeah. And so you'd push a button, and I'm not kidding you. Scott would start talking to Scott's my husband. He would start talking and be like 3 minutes later, is he about done yet?
He talks a lot.
Yeah, you can't interrupt.
I have not experienced that yet,
yeah.
but probably because he hasn't gotten a word in with me.
Well, if you get Marco Polo premium, you can fast
forward.
forward through people that talk a lot. And I have had to, on some of her 12-minute videos, done the 2 times.
3 times. There's a 3 times.
I can't do the 3 time because you already talk pretty fast as it is, but I do blast through the 12-minute and 6-minute, which makes me feel better that I can get it all in.
Yeah.
Marco
But
Polo is our saving grace.
It is.
Yeah.
We love that
Yeah.
app. Okay, what do you love about Cindy?
Oh
'Cause
my gosh.
so many things.
I love Cindy. I love Cindy so much. Her smile, her energy when she walks into a room, and her fashion. So I happen
she
to
is so
love
fashionable.
fashion. I love clothes. I love it all so much. And she walks in and I'm always checking out her outfit and oh, I like that. Oh, I would wear that. I want that. So
Seriously.
I do love her fashion.
Same.
Yeah, because
She's got it. This
Yeah.
gal.
And
She
I
may
love
be
her
a grandma,
kind-
but she's got she's got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love her swag. She just is cool. I
Oh
love
my
it.
gosh.
Yeah.
She's a beauty. We are so blessed that we have you on our team, a part of our organization.
Yes.
And when we say team, that is just that we are family here, and that extends beyond Legacy House
Yeah.
and into our whole group at EXP.
Yeah.
I can't wait for everyone to meet you because only a few of us have. We've only peeled off like one layer of greatness over here.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
The energy at Legacy House is only continuing to grow and be even more loving and caring and calm and amazing. And
It's
you've just
shining. We're
added to
shining over
that.
here because we
Yeah.
got lots of spotlights happening. All right, let's do a toast.
Okay.
To Cindy, all of the people around her that love her, and just may you be blessed this year with an abundance of joy.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Here's to Legacy House.
Yay! How'd we do?
It went good.
Okay, are we ready for Jamie?
Jamie's out there. Oh, he's a little early. Lacey, you're doing freaking amazing.
I'm like,
I don't know. We were going to do it over
I
there.
better
but
get an Academy Award for Days of Our Lives.